Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abon. Welcome back to Local to Global with KV Mechelen on FM22, and it's Cup final day, the final of the Belgian Cup or the Croky Cup. It's got like 3 different names. We're against Charleroi. I think we can win. I know we can win, but we need to play well. We've lost our last 4 games in the league, so we're not going into this with good form, and then neither is Charleroi. So hopefully we can win it. If we do, we're going to have some European football next season, but I guess the thing we can do is just jump into it and see what happens. Of course, if you're enjoying the videos and you're looking forward to this one, drop a like, leave comments, and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new. As we're recording this, we are 1 subscriber away from 1100, so if we can get that soon, that would be brilliant. But without further ado, let's jump into the video and see if we can win ourselves another trophy in our career. So last episode we wrapped up our league campaign. We lost at home to Zolta and then lost to the leaders club Brugge. No goal did give us an equaliser there, but ultimately we didn't really deserve a point and we didn't get one in the end because of a silly mistake by the goalkeeper. So we did end with 4 straight defeats in the league, but thankfully other results went our way and we stayed up by 10 points. So we are safe and we're going to be in the Pro League next season. So we've got that to look forward to next year. But we've got to get through this cup final now. Charleroi are the opponents, and we're going to see if we can win ourselves another trophy. So this would be our 4th career trophy if we do manage to win. We did win the domestic treble in Gibraltar, of course, with Europa FC, winning the Patron Cup and the league, and also the Rock Cup. So this would be our 4th trophy if we can win. And against Charleroi in the league, we did have a goalless draw at home, and Mechelen did win 3-1 in our home match, but that's before we joined as manager. We're going to start the game unbalanced, and we're going to defend with more width. We do have a couple of suspensions in the side, so not ideal. Sandy Walsh, the captain, is out, so Denzel Hall's going to move to right back, and also Jordi van Leberg, the defensive midfielder, is suspended. I think it's going to have to be Mavinga there. Not an ideal replacement for him, but we'll give it a go. What does a quick pick give us then? It's put Schweiref up top, which I'm not opposed to because Stanic has been non-existent in recent games. Got a 5.9 in that last game against Club Brugge. We did only have 2 shots in that game though, and I think both of them were in the first half. Schweiref has also been in pretty bad form. We just lacked goals recently. We're going to need to get a striker in a transfer window in the summer, definitely. So yeah, the form isn't good, but Charleroi's isn't either. So we're just going to have to see how things go there. I'm going to go with what the quick pick says, although I'm going to get the keeper off the bench and put Ben Scheib on there. Ben Scheib is going to be leaving at the end of the season. His contract runs out and he's actually already organised a move to a new club. I'm just going to tell the guys to enjoy the match. In a team meeting before the final, we did just say you've got to treat this match like any other. Don't think about your previous form. We didn't want to put any pressure on them, so just treat this match like any other. So here we go. KV Mechelen versus Charleroi, the Belgian Cup final, the Croky Cup final, whatever you want to call it. We'll have to see how we go. Charleroi have got Ollie McBurney up front. Excuse me? Former Sheffield United striker Ollie McBurney is at Charleroi. Was there on loan for a season, moved for £1.5 million. Got 11 goals this season. Let's go for an early encourage and let's see how this final goes. If we win, we're going to, at the very least, have European group stages next season. We win, we go into a Europa League playoff. And of course, if we lose that, we'll be in the Europa Conference League group stages. So that's a nice thing to aim for. Just make sure we win the match, first of all. I mean, we're 33 minutes in and we haven't actually had a single highlight yet. I'm actually going to bump it up to extended because this is the only match we're playing today. So let's bump up to extended highlights. We probably still won't get one. But there is a corner here. I think it's for us. It is for us, yes. 5 minutes to go in the first half. First bit of football we're seeing here. Nicholas Dom takes a corner kick. And it's headed and saved by Dominic. Okay, there is a late highlight here in the first half. Header forward by Scholstad. Here's Schweiref. Here's Marabti. And Nicholas Dom's through here and might be able to put the ball in, but it's gone deflected. Right, I've told the players this is a day for the supporters. I don't think... Oh, he scored once in January. Schweiref has scored once since the start of the year, and that was against AA Ghent. So he has got 1 goal since we joined. 3 in total. We need some firepower up top in the summer, definitely. Okay, second half is underway. I think we did have like, the only real chance of the first half, so it's not bad going into the second one. Let's see what happens. I'm wondering, do I bump up to positive? I think we will go up to positive. Basile with a throw in here for Charleroi, Malero. And here is Nejovic. Goes back to the goalkeeper, Dominic. And there was a goalless draw in the away game in the league against Charleroi. Dominic made like 2 or 3 really important saves. He was a difficult goalkeeper to beat, and I think he will be again today. Van den Eyden back to Hall, replacing the captain Sandy Walsh today, who's suspended. Here's Hilgers. He's on loan. I don't think we're going to keep him beyond this season. I think we're going to try and find a more affordable defender that might be a loan. Here's Mrabti. And Mrabti has a go from range. He hasn't really seen too much football this season. He hasn't been a great player, really. But we've been the better team in this final. Just haven't managed to find that goal yet. But XG is still only 0.52, so we haven't been amazing. Storm has had another really bad game. So has Traore, really, but we're just lacking in options at the moment that are actually sort of playing well. Storm is going to come off. Suarez is going to go to the left. And Stanic is going to come on as the target forward. And I want to get a goal for him. I want him to get a goal. I'm going to make Suarez the advanced playmaker out wide. Not something I usually use, but he seems to be quite good at it. 15 minutes to go. It's been a pretty boring final, hasn't it? We haven't really seen a great deal of chances. 1 or 2 for us, and that's it. Which is good, because we're on top, but we haven't managed to get that goal yet. Here's Scholstad to Mrabti. And Van den Eyden's through here. Surely this has got to be... Oh, it's a bad finish. It was on target, but that was a really weak finish. Traore's been bad today as well. Schweirer to the right. Move Basilio up. Bring on Dassi. We're going to do that. It's a boring final, but these teams finished 15th and 16th in the league. So, yeah, these are 2 teams that haven't really been doing very well in the league. And when you put them in a cup final, I don't think it's going to be very impressive. Oh, there's a chance here. It's Rangers. Not Rangers. I don't know how you say his name, but it was off target anyway. There's a minute left in what's been a pretty bad game. But let's see if we can find something in this last minute. If not, we're going to have to play some extra time. Here comes Neuster coming forward. Scholstad. Mrabti to Stanic. And Mrabti is not going to get to that. It was a bad pass by Stanic. Here's Hilgers to Dassi. And that's the end of the 90 minutes. I think have we been the better team? XG suggests we have. I think we've been better than they have. They had a late chance there. I think if this keeps going, I think we deserve to get something. We've still got 2 subs now we can make. Who do I want to bring on is the question. I didn't put Mavinga on in the end, did I? I put Scholstad on. I must have picked the wrong person. Right, Scholstad's up alongside Van den Eyden. Mavinga's on. We've got 1 more change we can make. What's it going to be? I think we'll leave it for a bit. But it's probably going to be Ben Chibe coming on for one of Scholstad or Van den Eyden. I'm going to demand more going into extra time because I think I don't know if we deserve a goal, but we'll be doing better than they are, definitely. So hopefully we can get the result at the end of the day. This may well go to penalties. It's been a pretty cagey game. But here's Laiduni. And he's managed to get away from the defender there. The good blocked cross in the end. It was a good recovery by Dassi. Basilio sends it long, looking for Stanic, but that's going to go out of play. Okay, it's half-time and extra time. This hasn't been an amazing match, really, has it? Why can I not make changes at half-time and extra time? That's stupid, but why can I not do that? I mean, I can do it here. Scholstad off. Ben Chiben. Why can I not make tactical changes at half-time of extra time? That's a really stupid thing to not have in your game. I honestly, I probably dedicate like a video to this, but this has been like a really underwhelming FM number 20, like FM22. Like the build and the feature announcements weren't great. The game just doesn't seem to be as polished as it has in previous versions. I'm probably going to lose now for ragging the game, but just like seeing like sort of other people's content and stuff as well, that's a silly challenge, Hilgers. It's a really silly challenge. Free kick here for Charleroi by Rangers. And Kuka does manage to hold on to it. Yeah, I'll probably talk about it at another time, but it's been a bit of a Bit of an underwhelming game, this one. Let's see how... Well, the match as well. Let's see how these last sort of 15 minutes or so go. Basilio back to Dassi. And the long ball looking for Ben Chaib. And again, it's cleared, but only as far as Mavinga. Ben Chaib. Basilio. This could be a chance here. This might be the goal. It's... Oh, Onana with a block there. I thought Stanic had missed a sitter for a second, but it was a good... like defensive play there. Ben Chaib with a corner kick. Dominic holds on to that pretty comfortably. 10 minutes to try and get something here. Surely something's got to give. Basilio with a free kick here in a good position. Oh, and he's hit the post. Another big chance there. Schweiref. Come on. Oh, that's going to be a second yellow for Basile. Surely he's off. 10 men now for Charleroi for 3 minutes. But time is up. There's a minute left and we're into penalties. It's been 120 minutes of football and no goals. It's been a poor final. It's been a bad final. So now we've got penalties. I'm just going to let it auto pick. It should pick, you know, you'd imagine it would pick the best possible players. Let's just see how the penalties go now. It's not been a great game. We've probably been the better team on the night, but we haven't scored. Now we have to try and get the win from 12 yards. And first up is Dylan Dassi. And Dassi's penalty is in. Ilama Haritra now for Charleroi. Might be a tie player. We did get one in our youth intake. And how's he going to do? He's sent Guka the wrong way. Ilyas Schweiref up next. Only scored 1 goal since we've been here. Can he score from 12 yards? Come on, Ilyas. No, he's absolutely skied it. Great. Lucasen's next for Charleroi, and they can take an advantage if he puts this in. The number 3 does put it low and to the right, and then it is 2-1. Charleroi with 2 penalties each. And now Neuster, we need to try and keep scoring now to keep the pressure on Charleroi. And Neuster does do well. Good penalty. But Charleroi have the advantage, and it's Rangers now with a chance to make it 3-2 Charleroi. He's going to go right-footed. And it's buried into the top corner. Good penalty again. And Charleroi, they need to slip up for us to have a chance here. Here comes Stanislas Mavinga, the 18-year-old American. And he's fired it with a powerful penalty there. Hamza's next for Charleroi. This would be 4-3 if this goes in. But Kuka's going to try and save one of these. And he doesn't save that one. Hamza puts it in. And now Mechelen have got to score this penalty to stay in it. Who's going to be taking it? Who is it? It is Alexander Stanic. And if Stanic fails to score this penalty, then Charleroi win the Belgian Cup. Stanic has to score this to keep them in it. He's going to miss. No, he's not. It's a good penalty. But now Charleroi score and they win. And they will convert all 5 penalties if this one is scored. And I really think like we were the better team in the 120 minutes and we didn't score, and now they pay the price. Nicholson with Charleroi's 5th penalty. If he scores this, then they win the cup. It's Nicholson, it's buried, and Charleroi win the Belgian Cup. And we pay the price for not scoring in the game. We lose on penalties, and it was Schweiref that completely skied it. So he becomes the bad guy. I'm not going to watch them win their trophy. I don't need to. I mean, we defended well, but we just did not do enough chance-wise. Traoré was dreadful. Stanic didn't do well. Storm didn't do well. Just the attacking play wasn't good enough. That is hard to take, but I'm disappointed to miss out on a trophy, I'm going to say. We defended well, but... And stats-wise, I think we were the better side. We had the chances, and we didn't take them. So that is the season done then. We have no more games to play. Other sides will have their championship playoffs and their European playoffs and relegation playoffs and all those. But we're done for the season. The good thing now is that we've got 2 months until players go out of contract. So we've got like 2 months to look for like pre-contract players and try and get some free transfers, which I quite like. We do have our initial budgets. What are we looking at? Wage budget of 120k, transfer budget just under $1 million. That's okay, I think. So committed spending is about 111. So we've got about 9.5k a week, and that's probably going to get us like 3 good players, hopefully. Transfer budget of $1 million. We can try and shake a few things around there and see what we can do. Ben Chibe's already got a transfer organised, so that's going to free up some wage. Yannick Toylan, the 34-year-old goalkeeper's leaving. He's 4.4k a week that we're going to, you know, have available, so that's good. So let's have a look at what the board think of how we're done there. And they're not really happy with our style of football. They're disappointed that we haven't been playing entertaining football. They're disappointed at our lack of support. So the managerial support isn't great at the moment. We've got strong relationships with players, but we're failing to impress a number of players with our performance as manager. And also, our reputation coming in was a lot lower than the club's reputation. So that kind of plays a factor as well, is that we're kind of an unknown manager to these players as well as to the fans. You know, we made a big jump from Europa to KV Mechelen from 1 star to 3 stars. So yeah, we went into this with quite a low reputation, and the managerial support was never really there in the first place, but we've got it, I think, from abysmal to poor, so that's okay. Results are okay. Like, we got enough wins and we managed to stay out this season, so that's fine. The draw against Charleroi was disappointing. We've got a D there. Less than exciting football. I don't know if that's something that we can maybe try and negotiate, because, you know, we have this Route 1 style. It's not great football, but sometimes it works, and I think this game, it does work more than it has done in the past. They want entertaining football, but I don't really want to change the way I play. I feel like if we play entertaining football, we might not get the points with it, and we might get relegated. You know, this is proof that we can actually stay up with this style. So we'll see if we can maybe negotiate that. Probably not, because you can hardly ever negotiate club vision in this game. So I think in the transfer window, we need to try and get ourselves a good striker, because Stanic has just proved that he just isn't really good enough. Like, he's a target forward. He's got the heading and the jumping reach, but for some reason just doesn't seem to be able to find the goals. He got 7 this season. We started him 15 times as well, because he only ever was from the bench before we joined. But I don't know. I feel like with 16 heading and 16 jump and reach, and at 6'3", he should be winning so much more than he is in the air. I think if we can upgrade on Stanic, that would be fantastic. I also think we need a centre-back. Mies Hilgers is going to be leaving from his loan spell, and I don't really see us keeping him on. I think we'll try and find a better one. Other than that, I think it's just trying to see if we can improve each position for cheap. You know, we're going to look for some free agents and some Bosmans and see what we can find. So there's a few bits to think about with the transfer window coming up, and we do have 2 months until, you know, the end of June. So we have like 2 months to look for like pre-contract players, plenty of time to try and get some freebies in, and I think that's the way we're going to go, because we don't have a lot of money to play with. I wouldn't be opposed to, you know, bumping up that wage budget and just try and get in a bunch of free agents just to try and improve the squad. Might be the way to go, but we'll have to see how we look when we come back next episode. Anyway guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below, leave comments and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on. Did not go well today, the cup final. We probably should have scored and we didn't, and we paid the price by losing on penalties. So no trophy, no European football next season, so we're just going to have to prepare for another season in the Belgian Pro League and see if we can stay up again and try and improve our position. You know, maybe avoid relegation a bit more comfortably next time round. Try and shoot up that table, and hopefully we can bring in the players to do so. But anyway guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.